Hi friends, this is Deep Basu and welcome to my channel Think Deep. I'm back once again and after a long time. Sorry all of you, I was in Bhopal and I was working on a web series for Hotstar which will be releasing very soon. After that when I came to Mumbai, I was tied up with some other work, so I'm really sorry. And believe you me, I was really missing my vlogs and I was really dying to get back and review a film. So finally, I got the time and I thought of reviewing the most anticipated, which has already released, and I am late. Justice League Snyder Cut. I'm sure most of you have already watched it. You can review it on Book My Show, or you can. I think if you have access to HBO Max, you can view it. And it's a 4 hour long duration. So if you guys have the time to watch it at a stretch, or you can take 2 hours one day, 2 hours the next day, you can divide it. So coming back to the review, and by the way, Justice League, if you remember, it released in the year 2017. I think 4 years ago. And believe you me, as an audience, I was not very happy with the Justice League. And it was directed by Zack Snyder. And trust me, Avengers, if you see Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, any Avenger, all of them are super successful. All of them have been well received. So I was really looking forward to watch a Justice League. So finally, when I watched the Justice League, the first part, in the year 2017, I was quite disappointed. I was saying, man, DC Comics, what happened to all of you? I was really rooting that, because I love Superman, I love Batman, I love Wonder Woman. But as an audience, not only me, everyone, I'm sure all of you also were quite disappointed. Later, I got to know that there was quite a backstory behind it and what led to that bad film. I believe Zack Snyder that time was going through a bad phase. He lost his daughter Autumn, and he had to leave the film in midway. Then the mantle was taken over by Joss Whedon, who had to, somewhat come as a writer and also ended up reshooting various sequences. That's one reason maybe the product didn't quite, was up to the expectations and what the audience wanted to see. So that's what I got to know later, because initially I was thinking Zack Snyder is quite a good director, and he's a director who has directed various other films like A Watchmen, Batman, though Batman vs Superman didn't do quite well, but he's quite a good director. I think Man of Steel also was directed by Zack Snyder. So, as when it comes to superhero films, Zack Snyder is one director who never fails. But after listening to the backstory, I was quite convinced that this is not a Zack Snyder product completely. So, thanks to all the fans. I believe the studio was not very, comfortable and was quite reluctant in releasing the Snyder cut. But thanks to the fans who really rooted for Zack Snyder, and after 2019, they decided to release the Zack Snyder cut. And I was hearing a lot about it, that few sequences have been added. It's going to be a web series, and HBO Max has bought the rights, but I was not very sure how the output will be. So finally the day has come and I watched it. But frankly speaking, I have to speak like a viewer, like a fan, like a DC fan or a superhero fan. I found the movie okay. Maybe a shade better than the original film. Yes, there were a few updates like Cyborg's story. So right now, basically, I'm going to review this film and I would like to talk about the additions. One very important addition I watched was Cyborg's story. Like Cyborg, if you see the original 2017 Zack Snyder, Cyborg didn't quite get the screen space. His backstory was not shown because Cyborg is a very interesting character and his solo film will be releasing very soon. So in Snyder's cut, the advantage is that you get to know more about Cyborg, his backstory, his parents, and what led to him becoming Cyborg, and how his father, Mr. Sisal, I think I'm forgetting his name. Even his father was part of one of the mother boxes, and how with the help of mother boxes, Cyborg was born. So a lot, like after watching the film, I will now root for Cyborg, and I'm looking forward to watch his solo film in the future, because which didn't happen when I watched the 2017 Justice League. But this is one good addition. Second addition is Martian Manhunter. I don't know, being a DC fan, I haven't heard about this character. It's a secret, a very secret. It's a new character introduced, the Martian Manhunter. If you remember, Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, there was a character called General Swanwick. Yeah, a very smart looking man. Remember Man of Steel, in the ending, you see him. He was quite curious about the character Superman. Even Batman versus Superman, he had a very important role. So now we see General Swanwick is actually Martian Manhunter. Yes, Martian Manhunter is a character, very famous character, very important character in DC Comics. He's basically an alien. Yeah, and so all this while the General Swanwick, who we thought to be human, he's basically Martian Manhunter, the alien. Though Martian Manhunter didn't have much role to play here, and towards the climax, he ends the film by telling Bruce Wayne, if you have seen, can I give out spoilers? I'm sure I can. It's been, I think, 5-6 days already. If you remember the climax sequence, Martian Manhunter tells Bruce Wayne that he's been doing good work by securing the country, but there's more to come and it's going to be more complex. That's how Martian Manhunter ends the movie. So this is one new addition. And there are few new additions I would like to discuss, like Stephen Wolf. You see his costume. You know, if you watch the 2017 Justice League, he looked very plain. But Stephen Wolf, this time with VFX and all, Snyder's cut, he's looking very deadly. And Stephen Wolf also dies very brutally. I think that's one reason the movie got an X rate, because in the previous part his death is not very brutal, but over here you can see Wonder Woman chopping off his head. So he dies brutally in this Snyder cut. And the background music, I'm very happy to hear Junkie XL back with the background score, because initially for the original cut there was Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman is a good music composer. He has been giving music for DC films like Batman Returns, Batman Forever. But Junkie XL, if you hear his background score, he goes hand in hand with Snyder's vision. So I'm so happy that Junkie XL is back. And Dark Seed. I don't remember watching Darkseid in Justice League. Frankly speaking, over in this Snyder's cut, Darkseid gets a lot of footage. I always thought Stephen Wolf is the main kingpin, but that's wrong. Darkseid is basically Stephen Wolf's boss, and he's the one who assigns Stephen Wolf the work to destroy or to unite all the mother boxes. So Darkseid is introduced, and he's quite khatarnak. And he will be back very soon. Darkseid plays a very important role in the entire DC universe. And I'm sure the next Justice League is already announced. Part 3, Part 4, he'll be coming back, because Martian Manhunter also warns Bruce Wayne that Darkseid will be back and it's going to be more complex. So more of Aquaman. I could notice there are more visuals about Aquaman, Mira. And Aquaman is definitely one of my favorite characters. And the best part, Superman is wearing a black suit. This was not in 2017 cut by Joss Whedon. I think Joss Whedon retained the original costume, but over here Superman is wearing a black suit. Can you imagine Henry Cavill carrying off the black suit? He was looking wow. He's definitely one Superman who really looks really good. Because all Superman, all these actors played down the years, all of them look really good. But Henry Cavill, kuch baat alag hai. I mean, he's really good. And I love his black suit. So that I think, if you watch it again, do notice he's wearing a black suit even towards the end. That's a new sequence. You remember, he's walking down the alley. He takes off his t-shirt. You can see the black suit. That's a new sequence shot. And there are Iris West, Flash. If you remember Flash, even there was not much footage or weightage given to the character Flash in Justice League 2017 cut. Here, surprisingly, I saw a new character called Iris West. If you see the Flash's introduction, he gets into a shop, he bumps into a girl called Iris West. Then suddenly she is about to meet with an accident. Flash quickly goes and saves her. So Iris West is Flash's love interest. She'll be coming and introduced again in the solo film of Flash. I don't know how many of you know this. After Cyborg, Flash new film, I think it'll be after 5-6 months, a solo film of Flash is going to come out. Flash. I think Iris West will be playing the love interest of Flash. So she was introduced in Snyder's cut. And last but not the least, I wouldn't say last, there are a few more revelations like Ryan Choi, the guy who's going to play Atom in Flash. There's a guy with Asian features. He's there in the film. Last, I think, when the person towards the end, towards the climax, he's introduced as Ryan Choi. Now, this guy, Ryan, with Asian features, he's going to play the character Atom. He's a superhero, by the way. I don't have much knowledge. I have not followed Atom in comics or DC Comics. But I believe he's going to play Atom in your Flash DC movie. And Deathstroke is back again. And Deathstroke, I think the sequence was there in 2017 where your Lex Luthor speaks to Deathstroke. But the dialogues have changed because here in this cut, when Lex Luthor assigns Wilson, who is Deathstroke, to kill Batman, and he already tells him that Batman is Bruce Wayne. So I think there's the dialogue change. This addition dialogue is in this Snyder cut. Do watch it. Lastly, I would say Jared Leto was quite a surprise. Not surprise, I've been hearing. I saw a few stills. So Joker is in this Snyder cut. And if you remember, Bruce Wayne experiences a nightmare in Batman vs Superman. If you remember, he's been attacked by Superman. Superman is part of Darkseid and his army. How he's caught. The entire visual takes place in a desert. The same, he sees another nightmare where he is about to get hold of Darkseid. He's with Flash, he's with Mira, he's with Deathstroke, and suddenly he bumps into Joker, and Joker tells him about the multiverse and tells him that how many people are going to die. And so Joker, whatever Joker says is somewhat I'm yet to understand. If you guys know what Joker actually meant, please write it down and explain to me, because somewhat I was trying to understand what kind of multiverse he was talking about. He spoke about Louis Lane's death and how Batman is responsible. He also talks about Robin, how he killed Robin. He tells him that how you sent Boy Wonder to do a man's job. And he Batman tells him about Harley Quinn's death. So they have a little battle of words, and Joker finally shows the card and signs off. So what did actually Joker say? I'm yet to understand. If you guys have understood, please write it down and let me know. And by the way, this Joker and Batman sequence didn't happen together. Both the sequences happened separately. Can you beat that? And they have shot. It seemed that both of them are in the same frame. They were not. That's what I found out. Anyway, so this is the few revelations which you can see when you watch the Snyder cut. It's a 4-hour lengthy film. You don't have to watch it at one go. But overall, I found it boring. I found it dark and less humor. It was a shade better in compared to the original. But I definitely, as an audience, I would like to see the next part as well. Hoping it will be much better. And I can't wait to watch Cyborg's solo film, Flash solo film. And so that's my review for Snyder's cut. You can view it on HBO Max. I don't think you can get it in India. If you have access, do watch it. Or Book My Show is giving all of you an opportunity. I think 150 rupees, you can rent it and watch it. 2 days, 48 hours. You can watch this entire Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. So guys, if I missed out on anything else, let me know. Overall, it was, as I said, it was a boring affair for me. But if you're a superhero fan and if you love Zack Snyder films, do watch it and do give your comments below if I missed out on anything. Am I missing out on anything? No, I've covered everything. So the story remains the same. It talks about these 3 mother boxes, how Stephen Gold wants all these 3 mother boxes aligned so that if they create that unity, they'll be more powerful. So these Justice League have to stop Stephen Wolf, getting these 3 mother boxes, and they have to separate these mother boxes. So that's the same story. So guys, I sign off. I'll be back again with a new review. I'll try my best to be more regular. So guys, I sign off. Do share your comments. I'll be back very soon.